this song, so I'll just play you a bit of good old-fashioned hardcore death metal. Yeah, I'm sure you'll remember Charlie and the other two cunts.
Her voice is echoed in my mind. I count the days till she is mine. I can't tell my friends 'cause they will laugh. I love a member of her staff. And I fought my way to front of class to get the best view of her ass. I dropped the pencil on the floor. She bends down and shows me more.
All my teachers are paedophiles, here's the song.
The way this is real, boy. She can't call me crazy. I know that she craves me. That's what I go to school for. Even though it isn't real, boy. Your friends I've had plenty. They're like Miss Mackenzie. That's what I go to school for. That's what I go to school for. So she may be 33, but that doesn't bother me.
I'm too young to understand the law.
Her boyfriend's working out in town. I find a reason to go around. I climb a tree outside her home to make sure that she's alone.
Now there's a Netflix series about
I see her in her underwear. I can't help but stop and stare.
It's amazing how fucked up this song is.
That's what I go to school for. Even though it isn't real, boy. She can't call me crazy. I know that she craves me. That's what I go to school for. Even though it isn't real, boy. No friends I've had plenty. They're like Miss Mackenzie. That's what I go to school for. That's what I go to school for. Everyone that you teach all day knows you're looking at me in a different way. I guess that's why my marks are getting so high. I can see those telltale signs telling me that I was on your mind. I can see that you wanted more. You told me that I'm what you go to school for. I'm what you go to school for. She's back to back, it's in the trunk. Looks like she picked this up. We drive past school to say goodbye. My friends, they can't believe their eyes. That's what I go to school for. Even though it isn't real.
You know, you're right, let's listen to something, I think before I start the show, I need to listen to something a bit less controversial than that That was 15 years ago when it was okay for female teachers to molest their young boys and for them to be perfectly okay with it and then make songs about it for other children as they grew up. That's just the way things were. But let's, you know, just something a bit more mellow and in the middle, you know, just keep it...
Cause heavy off, blicky got the stiffy off. Got the blicky off, drumming off, stiffy off.
Go, guys!
Pop these niggas like a willy nigga. You a silly nigga in the hole with them belly niggas and them hooping niggas. You wanna know and they shooting niggas. We ain't hooping nigga. No can't beat. You a loser nigga. Out that Uzi nigga on the stoop. Krills in my drawers. Girl on my phone. You wanna fuck but keep it closed on. I only want the joke. Man, that's really all I use it for. Kick out the door. I don't want it. You can keep the horse. She feeding for some more. In New York, my niggas don't really rock. My niggas money rock. Blow kicks and niggas throwing shots. I run them off they block. Quarter million in the stash box.
Nothing like the old-fashioned love song, is there, really?
Niggas about that cash for my bag worth a lot. I don't fuck with no old hoes, only new hoes. Put my dick in the back on the pass to my bro.
I mean, if you want 90s, we'll end with this, you know.
Been forgotten, Joe. I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? But I've been forgotten, Joe. I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Oh, good in the 90s. This was number one.
Where did you come from? Where did you go?
On purpose for several weeks.
I've been married long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Maybe as a kid, well, assuming you still do. We'll start in 3 minutes. Just enough time for a bit of Tay-Tay, and then we...
You're on the phone with your girlfriend. She's upset. She's going off about something that you said. She doesn't get your humor like I do. I'm in the room. It's a typical Tuesday night. I'm listening to the kind of music she does.
Remember when we had culture? No. I was drunk and off my tits on amphetamines and other stuff.
She wears short skirts, I wear t-shirts. She's cheer captain and I'm on the bleachers, screaming out the day when you wake up and find that what you're looking for has been here the whole time. If you could see that I'm the one who understands you, been here all along, so why can't you see? You belong with me. You belong with me. Walking the streets with you in your worn-out jeans. I can't help thinking this is how it ought to be. Laughing on a park bench, thinking to myself, hey, isn't this easy? And you've got a smile that could light up this whole town. I haven't seen it in a while since she brought you down. You say you're fine, I know you better than that. You what you doing with a girl like that? She wears high heels, I wear sneakers. She's cheer captain and I'm on the bleachers, dreaming about the day when you wake up and find that what you're looking for has been here the whole time. If you could see that I'm the one who understands you.
There you go. Anyway, enough of that. Silly. Hello, everybody. So, is anyone else dead yet? Is anyone... Any more? Is the Republican Party still alive? Are they still? I'm kind of pissed off. This is the one time in my life since I've quit work that I wished I had a job, because we would blatantly be betting on, we'd be having a COVID pool, you know, on the Republicans. Who's next? It doesn't matter because everyone's a winner, you know. That's the great thing about it, you know. So. Oh, Stephen Miller was a great one, though. I mean, Christ almighty. How do you tell that guy's not well? So that Kellyanne Conway doesn't look too fucking, you know, she's looking, but they all look a bit fucking, you know, a bit wrong, aren't they? And the fucking state of, Chris Christie got it. God, it took 3 weeks for it to fucking get through to his fucking bloodstream into his through the mountains of fucking cheeseburgers and stuff. But that, it's going well, yeah. The 90s kid has become the new 80s kid. Not really. I mean, yeah, but eventually the millennial, the 2000s will. You're shutting me down. Okay. Fine. You know, I'll just have it's a night off. I don't, you know. That's like going to work and then there's a power cut. You're like, brilliant, you know. Don't have to work now. I can skive. Have a day off. People you don't see that, do you? You think this is fun for me? It isn't. You know. Got some toys to show you in this got some bits and pieces to. For those of you who don't know, I'm sure most of you do, little Miley passed away the other day. It was very, very sad. She was, bless her, she kept going, but it was on the cards, I knew. And yes, so she's gone now, and even better, her burial was quite interesting because I gave her to my landlord who has a python, and he fed her to him. So she's currently being, she's currently dissolving inside a giant snake's belly, and he'll crap her out and he'll return to nature, which is. That's the way it is, actually. Well, that's what I say to people. I tell people that, and they go, "Oh, that's a bit grim, innit?" I'm like, "But it's it's a natural way to go with it. It's like it's like humans don't belong. Humans being buried in boxes under the ground that cost thousands of pounds is kind of weird. Or being burnt and then having our ashes thrown somewhere, and then that's kind of weird. But it's not kind of weird, It's not weird having been. There's those geezers who are pecked to death in the desert. That's quite funny. Miley, not Millie, M-I-L-E-Y. After the greatest example of womankind who has ever walked the planet. She was hostile. No. Do yourself a favour, mate. Don't say anything bad about my rat. Don't sit here and fucking don't try and be clever, unless you just want to go, because it won't happen, right? I know that she's like, you might think it's, but she, it was very sad, it was very upsetting, and I'm not gonna sit here, and I had this the last time when Sarah died, her sister, and someone made a joke comment about it, and it was, what was his face? Naji, and I booted him out of the fucking room, and he had a mental breakdown because he thought I'd cancelled him. She did look cute. No. That's just who she was, my friend. I mean, who the hell am I, or any of us, to sit here and criticise a tiny little animal because it spends all its time alone, looking out at the world, feeling resentment and shouting at it? I've never related more to an animal in my life. They leave bodies in the mountains. Yes, Mount Everest. Mount Everest is great, actually. Mount Everest is a place where people go, they don't go there intending to die, but they just do, I'm pretty sure that's it's about an extra 15 feet high now. Because of all the masses of corpses. Anyone who does that, it's just like, I can't say. I saw this picture of this. It's a really disturbing picture. But there's always this massive queue, like to get up to the top. It doesn't matter about the loss. Don't go on about it. We've moved on. I said it was the other day. We've moved on. Okay, don't need to be sorry anymore. Sorry. But yeah, I'll try and find the picture. Actually, it's really, because you can't see it at first. But basically, when they go up Mount Everest, there's a queue about fucking 500 yards long of just people waiting to get up there in the peak. It's solid people, and they basically they go on, they stand on the peak, and then they get down again. And this guy got down off the peak, and he took this picture. Of the queue behind him, as he got down off the top of the summit. Let's see, Mount Everest. I'll find it. There we go. Here it is. Fucking hell! Let me see if I can find one without where it's pointed out. Now. And the thing is, this guy didn't see this. He just took this picture. And it wasn't until he got home and he was looking at it through the on his screen. Where is it? I'm trying to find a bit where it isn't pointing it out. That would be nice. Of course, it's the picture's in the sun, which means it has to spell every fucking thing out to its bastard readers. Here it is. Right. Now. Right, you won't be able to... now. Here we go. Now. Now this is the photo. This is the photograph he took. And he just took this and he didn't think anything of it, and then he just went back. Now, do you see that big dark bit there, just hanging off the side underneath the queue? There's that right there. That is a dead guy in a sleeping bag who they have slung over the side and is just hanging there. And he said he sat there and was like, he was sat there and was like, what's that thing there? And then he realised what it was, and he just was like, can you imagine? Just dead geezer hanging. They put him in there because they had to take this fucking... they insisted on taking this dead cunt with them. I'm pretty sure even he would have fucking said, look, it's not worth it. Right? If you can't be at the top when you're alive, don't go at all, Yeah, it's a bit clearer here. Here we go. Yeah, if you look at it, it's a bit clearer in this one. They've circled it there. That's a sleeping bag with a corpse in it. And the people standing next to it, you can see they're all bent over, like, and they had nowhere to put it. It's like, let's just sling it over the side, Just chuck it out over there. We'll deal with it in the morning, it's like the cat's died on your bed at fucking 2 a.m. You're just gonna go, oh good, what should we do with it? Oh, just chuck it in the fridge. We'll fucking sort it out in the morning. We're not doing it now, But like, that's an holiday. People, that's a geese. That's a real person. That's a human being. And people just, and that's what happens though. It's just so many people fucking die up there. It's like the one thing I just wouldn't be asked. Even I couldn't be asked to do it. Plus, you've got in that last section. It's called the last section of Everest is called the death zone because there's so little oxygen up there, and of course these people are queuing. These people are queuing to get up there, so they're in the death zone, breathing in about as much oxygen as you'd find probably in on Brett Keene's bedroom on a Sunday morning after a heavy night, but. Maybe less, Anyway. So yeah, I'm not climbing Everest, but I did see this fucking thing in this documentary on YouTube the other day, and it was this geezer doing this thing, which was like, it's a 120-mile long trek through this hospitable, uninhabitable, horrible fucking wooded area, this woods where this prison was, and it's a route a prisoner took, and it's just freezing cold, and I think in 14 years one person's completed it. I'll have a go at that, because you've lost already before you start, so you've got nothing to lose really. Anyway, you can talk, guys. Come on, there's fucking else. Don't start getting quiet already. There must have been something. I know that Ben by Dick Cumbersnatch comes in here and says does the same thing every time, but it's preferable to. I'm saying that this is part of the routine, isn't it? I bet this is part of your fucking ritual. You're all in a Skype chat or a fucking Discord server, all of you, and you sit there and you all coordinate to fucking decide. Now you're looking at dead people. Some of them are pretty fucking horrible, Do I think Trump will live? I don't know. I don't care. You know? This is the thing people are missing with the whole sort of like, while all those fucking Donald Trump simps on the right would be saying, don't be so mean, how dare you wish death on the president. I'm like, well, I can wish anything on the president. You know, I wish something horrific every hour on that man. It doesn't do anything because wishing doesn't make things come true, you know? And I know that because if they did, these fuckers wouldn't exist, right? So that's the thing. But when people sit there, it's like what I want to know is it's not the question of you're being mean or whatever. It's a question of why does anybody care? Like I don't believe like the average person who's just on Facebook saying I think it's incredibly out of order and blah blah. Why do you care? Do you honestly? Are you seriously telling me you genuinely this bothers you? You know, do you know how many people in your real life who you know are probably ill today, or suffering? Do you know how many other problems? But you've chosen the fact that some people are on the internet are a little bit, shall we say, callously indifferent to the idea of a man who they've spent the last 4 years, you know, utterly fucking watching him just morally arse rape the entire planet and make everyone just drive everyone mad, and you're kind of you find it odd that people would be like that. You know, that's what fucking that's the dumb shit, and it's not even subtle. It's not, and some of them genuinely think it. It's that they genuinely think that this is, you know, we shouldn't wish death. Why not? Why shouldn't we? It's not. Do you know why? Because why is he sick? Why is Donald Trump sick? He's sick because his fucking ego is so monumentally fragile that he has to live in a world where he decides what's right and wrong, and anything bad he can sweep under the rug and deny because he's the greatest ever. And you know what the funny thing is? All of those people who are saying you shouldn't wish death upon Donald Trump, they are the dealers who have been feeding this junkie his fucking delusions for 4 years. And there comes a point where you go, if you had not sat there and basically, he had no choice. He was going to go with it, and you went along with it. Even the people who knew you were wrong. You watched him walk around with no mask on. You watched him talk about, go around, having these big get-togethers. You watched him as 200,000 Americans die, and now he gets it, and it's a shock. It's his fault. It's your fault for supporting him. It's not my fault. I didn't fucking do it. I didn't. If someone had shot him, like, in a political attack, then maybe you could make it, because that's a little bit scary. But this is all his fault. And if he dies, it's the fault, tangentially, indirectly, of the people who are sitting there crying that some people are making jokes about it. You're lucky that's all we do. We're not on your side. You fuckers sit there. You drive cars into people. You fucking shoot people. That's what you fucking do. We just sit there and laugh and go, oh look, the fat stupid cunt is dying being fat and stupid, And I'll tell you what, do you know what's going to fucking happen? Is that you've seen all those people with that Trump is my king. That's now the meme. Trump is my king. Because they want that to be a king. Do you know what the irony is? The entire Republican Party is going to catch COVID. Most of them are going to die. Joe Biden will then go into the presidency by default, making him the King Ralph of presidents. Right? And I know probably there's like 1/2 of a person in this room who got that reference. But if you did get that reference, you'd know that was a fucking good reference and that was funny, That's what I want to happen. Or even better, what I want to happen, will even be funnier, is Trump's getting ill, and he's looks like he's not going to make it. He's there, he's going, and he's still doing the hand movements, going, even when he wheezes, and then the doctors run in saying, Donald, we made a vaccine, it works. And they go, quick, get it in him. And they inject him with this big pump of vaccine. And he goes, oh. He looks up and they go, psych, it's bleach, you dumb motherfucker. And he dies. And then the doctors just go, and then that's it. You know. Or, even better, the virus mutates before, like 5 minutes before he's given the vaccine. And then, you know, and he can't get rid of it. You know. He looks, and also, let's be honest, what is the fucking coronavirus when you see a picture of it? It's great, big, round, orange thing. He's basically, you know, and that's what he is. And between the two of them, like, imagine the carnage just between him with a coronavirus. It's Godzilla versus King Kong, right? But it's a fucking I hope it goes the distance too, you know. I'm so sick of people bringing up The Simpsons every time. Do you know what the thing is? It's not that The Simpsons have predicted anything or they're clever. They've been around forever and they've done a joke about everything because everything's fucking happened already. And if you do that, there's always going to be a joke that you've already made about it because this has already happened before. You know? That's just it. You know, that's why certain satire, you go back and watch it and you go, wow, it's like, that actually did happen. It's not that, that's the way it goes, you know. It's on season 32. I don't watch it, you know. I didn't watch it. It's never going to end, you know what I mean? It's never going to end. There's no point now. The world's going to have to end, you know. That's the thing, you know, when I see people arguing about capitalism, it's like, look, I can envisage a world where society and the world collapses. I can't envisage a world where capitalism or The Simpsons ends. No. You stopped at season 5. There were still 4 or 5 decent seasons left after that one. To be fair, it's normally season 3. It's normally seasons 2 to 7, really, isn't it? 2 to 9. They're seen as the glory years. Generally, the one where they find out Seymour Skinner is not Seymour Skinner, he's someone else. That's... Well, yeah, they're repetitive, but, you know, at the same time, Jara, you know, if it was repetitive, I wouldn't watch it. But also, you know, it's, if they can't think of new ideas, then just don't do the show, you know. Yes, you can do the show, but why make a show? Why continue to do a mediocre show that people desperately want to remember fondly, but they're struggling because 70% of the fucking episodes are, you know, forgettable dross. You know, and that's the thing. It's like you can make the argument that, you know, oh God, well, if it goes this way, it's not going to be as good. Yeah, okay, well then don't do it anymore, you know. What would you say went downhill after those seasons? I don't know, I didn't watch it, you know. Has there been a show? Probably not, mate. But at the same time, again, it doesn't matter. I'm not picking on The Simpsons. You know? I'll tell you what, I'll give you an example of a show that that could have gone on for a lot longer, but made a decision that it wanted to end. Breaking Bad. Yeah? There's a show that could have pushed it for another 5 seasons, if it wanted to. But it didn't, you know. Because he wanted to do a good show. But most of those shows, and when those shows when you get a good show that does go bad, they don't go on for 32 seasons, you know? You don't get fucking, Dexter had really, you know, I mean, people will always say seasons 4 and 5, you know, it's best it didn't make you want it more, that's always a good... No, that's the point though, mate. You're supposed to. That's the point of... that's the rule. That's one of the number 1 rules of show business when you're entertaining people, is leave the audience wanting more, because then they'll always remember it as being good. Don't pummel them into submission, you know, to the point where they just wish it would end in some sort of sad way, you know. That's the rule of that. That's bad show. They're basically making their audience apathetic towards something they're writing. So it's not really a lot of... Yes, they did, Gyro. And do you know what? They should have ended. House didn't go on for 32 seasons. House ended at the end of season fucking 8. And they were supposed to go on. And in the defence of House, I will say this, is that Lisa Edelstein left before, what's his name, before they started doing season 8, and they didn't know she was going to leave. They were expecting her to stay around. So they lost her, and then they didn't find out they weren't going to get another season until halfway through season 8. So they then had like 10 episodes to fucking sew up everything. And so that's why basically the second half of House is the last season of House is very rushed. You know? But you look at British sitcoms that did it. The Young Ones, 12 episodes, 2 seasons. 40 Towers, 12 episodes, 2 seasons. You know? You look at all these fucking TV shows over here. In-Betweeners, 3 seasons and a couple of films. Or you get to The Office, 2 seasons and 2 specials. You know? They all knew when to fucking... Of course you get some that go on forever like Mrs. Brown's Boys, but that's because that was shit when it started. And the people who enjoy it are fundamentally morons, and that's, you know... I'll say it, MASH. MASH went on for too long. MASH went on longer than the Vietnam War, but that's okay, because it's a TV show. Do you know how many people, because this obviously was back before the internet and streaming and that, do you know 75 million people watched the last episode of MASH? That's insane, isn't it? 75 million people all watching the same show on television at once. That's more people than you get than a person who wins the presidency will fucking get, you know. There was only one prison episode, though. I thought they could have stretched that out a bit more, you know. But like I said, they were just sort of like, they were stuck for ideas, you know. I thought 30 Rock managed to maintain a good quality. I also think, you know, considering It's Always Sunny is on 14 seasons, and personally, I don't think I don't think that's gone downhill yet. So I'll say there's 2. Seinfeld was it, but I mean, Seinfeld had the advantage. Like I said, Seinfeld was never about anything, so it kind of had that. Doctor Who, you can't count Doctor Who, mate. Which one? What, the one that was on kids' TV in the early 90s? That had Sylvester McCoy and Tom Baker, or the reboots, or the different reboots of it afterwards. Plus, you can't really have it. You can't really say it's the same show when it's a different fucking character every time. You know. It's a bit. It's Family Guy. Yeah, but Family Guy should, you know. That's an example. See, everyone wanted Family Guy brought back, and then they did, and there was like, you know, it quickly went off. Fucking. It quickly fell out of favour. You know. But I don't watch Doctor Who, you know what I mean? So, didn't Doctor Who have a radio play? James Bond had a radio play. The first ever James Bond was Bob Holness, the guy who presented blockbusters. People think it's George Lazenby, but it's not, because it used to be James Bond started off as a radio play in South Africa. Oh, The Walking Dead. Do you know what? I was talking to this guy a couple of weeks ago at the when I went to this skate park, and I was chatting to this guy about because we talked about Walking Dead coming back, and he made this great comparison. He said Walking Dead is basically, of TV shows, it's basically Trigger's broom from Only Fools and Horses, where he says it's the same broom, but this broom has had 27 new handles and 17 new heads in its time, and it's like, well, how the hell is it the same bloody broom, you know? This is the thing. They more inevitably they bring certain shows back. Only Fools and Horses. There's one. There's a show that ended perfectly. There's a show that ended perfectly, and then they fucked it up and brought it back and fucking ruined it. And it wasn't just the fact they brought it back and they destroyed the perfect fucking happy ending. It's the fact it was fucking, the standard of writing was appalling. You know. Yeah, I think personally, I think the zombie thing in general has just, you know, because there was just a point. There's just a point where there's just too many fucking zombies, and it's now at a point where it's like there's nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? There's nothing new to be done with the zombie genre. Yeah, no, I know they fucked, and do you know what? I was quite pleased they fucked Game of Thrones. Do you know why? Because I spent for 8 years, I had fucking Game of Thrones fans getting on my case because I couldn't be asked to watch it because I had been conditioned to hate it by these two geezers I worked with who did nothing but talk about Game of Thrones 60 hours a fucking week. And so I was just pissed, and so I hated the show already because I was tired of hearing about it. And then they have the season 8, and I'm just like, see, I played the long game with that one, you know. Keeping up appearances. No, that was never really that good, though, is it? I mean, it's like it's pretty much it's an all right show, but it's not really, you know, absolutely fabulous. There's a show that did. The show did quite. It was quite good, you know. That was an underrated. I've been watching that again recently with an American friend of mine who loves it. I never watched Firefly either. Yeah. King of the Hill is on? I don't think so, mate. I think it ended I never watched King of the Hill, really. I watched Beavis and Butthead, but because I grew up in the mid-90s, and that's what... But Beavis and Butthead wasn't really a show. It was like just sketches in between... You say that... Yeah, but here's the thing, mate. You know, it's always the people who remember the first... You got to remember, like... There's another audience out there. It's like with these Disney remakes, these live-action Disney remakes. You know, the people who fucking remember, who were kids when they watched the first one, will sit there and go, oh, you know, I don't like they do all these remakes. I'm like, yeah, but they ain't for you, are they? You know, and plus, a lot of people don't seem to realise that a lot of the films you watched as a kid were actually remakes as well. But you didn't know that because you didn't care because you were watching this one, you know. Jungle Book was actually Jungle Book started off as originally, I think it was in the 30s, and it was actually a live action film then. So the original Disney cartoon one was actually a remake of a live action one. So the live action one, which actually wasn't a live action, it was just an animation of a live action one. You know, people who moan about that, it's like well, the one you watched was a remake as well. You know, there's loads of films that are that people don't realise were remakes. You know. And plus, you've got to remember a lot of films. You know, only recently do we have enough films that can be remade in the time technology's moved on. Before that, what did they do? They used to make films out of what? Books. And what do people who read books always tell you? How many times do you hear that one? Oh, the book's so much better than the film. You know, and I just don't go for that because, like, imagine if you went to the cinema and you're watching this film version of a book and they just filmed the book. Like, they just filmed the pages. You'd fucking hate that. It'd be rubbish, wouldn't it? So don't give me this, the film is better than the fucking... You know, the book is better than the film bollocks. It's a completely different medium, you know. Scarface, Ben-Hur. Ben-Hur was a remake. Heat is a remake. What else is there? Airplane was a remake. God, how many times has fucking Frankenstein and Dracula been remade? Look at superhero films. People don't moan the way they do with other films, you know, with superhero films. They get rebooted every fucking 10 minutes. There's been more Batman, but there's been more Batman and fucking Spider-Man in the last fucking 15 years than there have been, you know, fucking world leaders, you know. It's not that everything's a remake. I'm just saying that it's a remake. It's you know, it's not. You're missing the point of the audience. And plus, it's a thing. If you make films. If you're someone who's into making films or you want to grow up and make films, it's because you watch certain films, and when you get a lot, you know, as you get older, you're going to, you know, all of them are going to sit there and go, how many times do people want to reenact scenes from films who are actors? So of course they're going to fucking redo it because someone might have sometimes people have different takes on it that are, you know, or they have a different view on it. Sometimes they're shocking, you know. Sometimes they work. Mad Max was an example. Mad Max was a great remake, you know. I thought the Blade Runner one was quite good. They don't take risks doing Hollywood. Well, no, you say they don't take risks, but they kind of. That's because it's a lot of money, mate. I mean, they're a business. That's the other thing as well. The reason they remake loads of films is because people know what they're getting, so they make them lots of money. But it's not up to the film industry to take risks. It's not up for producers to take risks. It's up for the people who are fucking making film. And the fact is nowadays, thanks to the internet and because we have the access to the equipment and things like lighting and editing software and cameras is so readily available. Is so much readily available to regular people, even people who do YouTube. If you've got an idea for a film, you can fucking make it. And if it's good enough. Yeah, but they will put it on. But this is the thing you're forgetting, mate. People will put a film. People will make. If you make a film, an independent film, and it's good, and it's clearly got an audience, then people will then go, right, we'll do that one. They might not have done it before, but they've never done that. Look at Good Will Hunting as an example. Do you know Bad Taste? What's his name? The guy who directed Lord of the Rings, Pete Jackson. The really, really like badly made monster film. Bad Taste. Bad Taste took 2 years to make because they filmed it on the weekends. They were working all the time, and then they filmed it on the weekends. And it was meant to be like fucking 15 minutes long, and it ended up being like an hour and a half. But that's what you can do. I mean, I've got friends who have done it. If you've got Amazon Prime, there is a TV series on Amazon Prime right now that you can watch that I'm in. And I didn't realise. I only found this out. I only found this out yesterday. Let me just. Here we go. Let me just show you this. This is the back to. Oh no, it's the wrong. Oh fuck, it's the wrong one. Shit. But basically, this is a podcast page. I thought it was a. I thought I had that in the background. I've got an IMDb page now. Right, the show's called Drowning in Sunshine. Right. And that's the woman who made it is called Stephanie. She was on YouTube as Caffeine Jedi. She spent years fucking making it. She made it all on her own. Well, not on her own back. It was but like it was fun. It was self-funded. It took years to fucking make, and she fucking made it, and now it's on Amazon. But that's the thing, is people are never gonna, certain industries take more chances than. How much am I in it? I don't know. Just fucking watch it. I've got several lines, but they all involve me saying the same word over and over again. Now, you've seen it, yeah. Then why are you asking? You fucking. Do you know what I get? Do you know how much I make every time you watch it? Fuck all. Yeah. Oh. No. Yeah, Kevin Stephanie. Me and mate John made a film. We made a film called Diary. On our own back. Now, let me show you something. Because let me finish my toffee. But when it's gone, I'll stop. I'm not going to talk with toffee in my mouth. It's rude. It was at my knife. Now, it's my birthday in a couple of weeks, and because I live on my own, and because I'm not going to be doing anything, I basically spend the couple of weeks leading up to it promoting it, so that, but hopefully, by the time it comes around, I've got everything I want. And this year, I had a list of, but essentially there were 4 things. There were 2 things that I kind of needed. As you know, those of you you probably know anyway, but I bought these a couple of weeks ago. These are protected armoured trousers for when I go longboarding. They're basically RoboCop's yoga pants, but I needed more protection because I need the full protection if I'm going to be doing it properly. And today I got the fucking armoured padded fucking top to go with it. But more importantly, and this is the best part, I got... Where's the other one? Oh. More importantly, I now have a pair of these fucking things. I just need it to stop raining long enough so I can go out on my board. I have these things. These are sliding gloves, which means I can now, when I'm on my board, I don't have to worry about just breaking with my foot. I can just lean forward, put my hands on the ground, or I can lean back if I'm going around a corner. And these things, if I ever start dating a woman who's into spanking, these things would fucking dislocate her shoulder, you know. Yeah. Do I want a 21-year-old girlfriend? Not one that you've got, Ben. You can't even get your fucking inflatable girlfriend fucking cheated on you, mate. I'm not even going to fucking... I wouldn't go near a woman that you fucking selected right now. So we got those. So I've got my armoured trousers, my armoured top, and my armoured pants. But here's the best part. There was two other things. One of them, literally about 40 minutes before I started, I get a notification on my thing because I had a what's its name? I had a wish list thing that was public, and someone bought the number 2 item that I wanted, which is this sort of, it's a skateboard. It's a longboard. It's sort of technically a longboard, but it's called a surf skate longboard. And these things are the fucking shit. I've wanted one of these for fucking months, and it might be coming tomorrow. Don't know. Let's have a look. Come on, right. But yeah, I'm basically. Hold on. Girls in a speaking are usually slappers. Oh, great. Wonderful Brexit. Wonderful, nice bit of shame. I've gone out with several women who are into spanking. What a stupid thing to say. Have you got any of them then? No, of course not. Right, but this is basically... It's hard to tell from here what it's... But the way it works is... We're going to show it. Here we go. The way it works is it's got this front truck. Normally it's just 2 bits of solid metal that hold the wheels on. But this thing has got this extra bit where it can lean right over, and it means you can bend and you can propel yourself along without actually putting your foot on the ground, and you basically can do these really sick tight corners with it. And I've got that. So I've got that coming, which means I can then put them on. But, and this is the clincher, because I had this idea into my head a couple of months ago, much like it was with doing the marathon, or or the skateboarding, or even learning how to draw, or learning to play the harp. It just sort of entered my head one day, and I thought, fuck it, why not? And so I looked into it, and basically this arrived yesterday. This, my friends, is the Newmark PT-01 Scratch turntable. It is a DJ turntable specifically designed. A, it's portable, and B, it's designed for people to basically scratch on it. And I got this because I'm going to be learning how to do scratching and mixing on a turntable. Now, you might be sat there and thinking, well, Richard, why haven't you started already? Well, I did order several records, sample records, specifically for scratching. But for some reason, I don't know if they're coming from Jupiter or they were sent or the guy just paid in fucking Phenobian wooden dollars. But the records haven't arrived, so I can't use them now. But then today I found locally, because of this, I thought, why don't I just go out there's got to be somewhere that sells vinyl records. And I can just get any vinyl record. I don't need, it's not going to be good. I just want to have a go. And I found this guy, and he had all of these, he had loads of fucking 7-inch vinyl singles for £1 or 99p. And I was just like, wow, oh my God, I need these ones and these ones. Now, I've got a selection of them here, so these are going to be this is what I'm going to be doing my mixing on. And it's probably fair to say that this is not the kind of stuff that people had in mind when they sort of are learning or getting into... Lewis, calm down. Shut up and enjoy... Listen, do you think I'm an idiot? Do you have no fucking respect for me? Do you think I need you to tell me what to fucking do here? No. So these are the records with which I will be scratching with. I've got some of these are originals, right? This is 39 years old. All Out of Love by Air Supply. This one here is this is Stuck With You by Huey Lewis and the News. This one is Hello by Lionel Richie, but on the back it's got the instrumental version of All Night Long. And then I've got, which is the same age as me, this came out the same year as me, I Could Be So Good For You by Dennis Waterman and the Dennis Waterman Band, who, if you don't remember them, they went on to become Busted. So that is what I've got to be learning. Oh, one more thing, and I had to buy this because they were selling this. It's an album, and I remember this from when I was at college doing acting. And this was the year 2000, so it was like Jackass and nu metal and Attitude Era wrestling, and I was at college when I was drunk, and it was the 2000 American presidential election. It was non-stop Bush and Gore, and which is why. And you can imagine growing up in that sort of time that it's quite normal that I came out of it knowing all the words to and having very fond memories of the musical Chess written by Tim Rice and two of the guys from ABBA, which is it's actually not that bad really. It's got a couple of songs you might know, and this is like the full. So this is the full score, right now. I know there's probably going to be people out there who are some scratch purist who think that some cunt like me's coming along and taking the fucking piss out of this. But let me tell you something, right? It is a lot harder to make shit like this fucking cool and work on a turntable. It's easy to make the Beastie Boys and Cypress Hill fucking sound good because they're already using that. You try and make Murano, written by Tim Rice. You make that fucking work, right? And you're lucky because I didn't buy all of them, right? All the ones I wanted. Let me tell you, one of the other ones I wanted to get was fucking Fog on the Tyne by fucking Paul Gascoigne. This guy had all on his website. I'm not making this up. He had basically the other songs, all the other songs made by one-hit wonders, and he had. And these must be worth a fortune to someone. He had 5 MC Hammer singles. All different songs. Not one of them was Can't Touch This. Another one, he had an MC Hammer and Glenn Medeiros, duet. When did these get fucking made? So, now I haven't played this thing yet, so obviously I don't need to be careful, but I do need right. Okay, so yes, he did have more than one song. He had about 5 apparently. But yeah, he just had loads. It's an amazing fucking. But the thing was, and the reason I didn't buy all of them is because I had to convince the geezer. He literally lives 2 minutes from my house, But he only runs the shop online, and I'm like, dude, I'm not paying £14 postage. You know, I'm not paying £14 postage on top of 20 quid's worth of fucking vinyl records to wait 3 days for you to you know, walk those things over. I could go get them myself. So, now I need to get the instruction manual. Now, installation instructions. So, steck deinen Kopf in den Hunden. No, that's in Chinese, right? Naji, I don't care. No one cares. Stop talking about yourself. Now, let's plug this fucking thing in. Now. So. And now, I think, obviously, the long-term game with this is how quickly and how much does it cost to get my own vinyl records made? Because imagine doing an alt-right Donald Trump simp remix with like different like samples going around of Ben Shapiro saying "Let's say," and Jordan Peterson, and then just like and just fucking around with it, you know. So I plug this. So I plug this bastard in here. Where does it go? Right. That's all I've been watching. For 36 hours, all I've done is watch YouTube videos of geezers teaching you how to scratch. Right. It's going to be so fucking cool. Will it take... Yes, it will. It will. It will take any size record you've got. Obviously not any size record. If you've got one that's like 14 feet long, it's not going to take that. But I haven't got any prog rock albums. Now, let me get the plug socket. Right. Okay, I'm just trying to figure this out. What's that plugged into? Hold on, I've got two fucking extension cords plugged into each other here. Oh, there we go. Here we go, right, now. So, ladies and when I eventually master this, I will be known as DJ Dick Scratching, you know. Just a preliminary name, but I think it's got legs, you know. Imagine saying that. See, Naji, could you stop talking about yourself every time? Even when we tell you, that you then turn that into yourself. You're the only one who respects me, Ben. Jesus Christ, that's a sentence you just said. Now, do I need safety instructions? Nah, we'll be alright now. So, here we are. Box contents. Got all that stuff, right. Now, you're talking about Ben. I know you're talking about Ben! But you're talking about Ben in relation to how he feels about you! Again, that sentence, I'm talking about Ben. I know! See, Crow, you're just a nice guy. You know, you don't understand tough love, mate. Right. So, items to do. So we'll plug that in. No. And also you can plug these into your computer and stuff like that and so play some fat beats, you know. You know, you can drop some, you know, harsh crotchets. I don't know what they say in the well, we got it. Okay, so hold on. Hold on, I think I might have I didn't realise this. I must have misread this. Hold on. Ah, shit. Okay, bad news, guys. turns out this thing needs batteries. I didn't know that. Hold on. Oh, no. I don't need, it doesn't need batteries. I thought the bat thing, sorry, I misread that. Oh, God, that was nearly going to be a massive letdown. God. Yeah. Let's get this. So back in and out. Now. I've never owned something that I've treated so fucking gently. Now, there we go. So I've got that plugged in now. Is that a DJ Hero? Is that a DJ Hero controller? Dude, no, it's not a DJ Hero controller. Why would I have one of them? I don't have a computer. This is a fucking proper scratch turntable. Thank you. It's the first one ever made that is actually portable, so I can take this on the train, right? Because as I've just explained, if you'd shown up on fucking time, Mr. Pineapple, you would know that I've decided to learn, my next thing that I want to learn is to learn how to scratch, right? So, and one thing I'm very good at that I've learned since yesterday, I'm very good at miming. The fact, I can play some. I'm very good at finding some stuff and playing along with that, So let's get this right. So hopefully that translates. I'm sure it will. I know I can use. I know how this fucking thing works. I can use the fucking phone to make a. I could plug my phone into it and just play the fucking beats. My God Almighty! I haven't just taken this out of the box. It's like this crystal maze. This, except I already know what I'm supposed to be doing. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, no. Here we go. Cause nobody can do it like Mixmaster can. Come on, I got the D-double-O style. Now, I'm joking, of course. That wasn't me. That was the Beastie Boys, and that was Mixmaster Mike, who's a professional at this. But also the middle of the fucking thing came off. Okay, so right. So how do we turn this on? Right, so I still haven't done that yet. Let's, oh, there we go. The red light is on. Ooh, I'm going crazy. Right. So. Yes, do you know what else you get? I guess, but here's the thing. I could also just have the instruments that I can play zombie, because I'm not a child, so. So. I don't need to plug that into the headphones. I don't need to plug it into any power monitors. So that should be. They always make this stuff so much more fucking complicated. You're going to fuck the monitor by scratching it. It's designed to be. I love it. Now we're fucking sitting here criticising the people who made it. It's made to be scratched on. That's the point of it. You fucking penis. That's why it's called the Newmark PT-01 Scratch. I'm not going to fuck anything. I'm just listening to all the thousands of reviews I've read by actual people who, do this stuff for a living. So, And they all seem to think it's fucking fine, you know. Christ almighty. Yeah. And even if I did break it, do you know what? It's mine. This is my birthday present. This is what I wanted. This is all I fucking... This was my number one present. And it's fucking mine. And I'm going to learn how to fucking do this. Just like I fucking did everything fucking else I said I was going to do. And I'm going to have no fucking use for it whatsoever in any form whatsoever in the real world. So, power LED. Yes, got that on. Platter. Place the record on the platter. So this area, the turntable bit, is known apparently as the platter. So what should I think I need to play it safe. So we'll go for one of the smaller ones. Let's see. I think Lionel Richie Hello. I think it's got to be. Because that's slow enough that... Why do I spend my money? Joe, I didn't spend my money. I just said it's a birthday present. Did you not hear that bit? I said it's my birthday present. You see, if you actually asked questions, Joe, instead of assuming you knew the answer, then you wouldn't fucking constantly say things like that, which are completely and utterly irrelevant. You know? Why didn't you just say, what, how much was that? Oh, what's it for? I even said, literally 10 seconds before you typed it, this was my birthday present. But it's still true. No, it's not, Joe. Because if what you just said is objectively not true, then guess what? It ain't fucking true. So leave. You lost. Good day, sir. You drank fizzy lifting drinks that now have to touch the ceiling, that have to be washed and sterilised. You get nothing. You lose. You stupid bastard. What an absolute fucking weapon. You don't spend your money on No, I don't. Okay, please name me. Joe, please list off the useless shit that I have bought that I don't need. That people have begged, that money has been begged for. Go on, please. List them off now. Please list off the things that I have bought, seeing as how you know so well, and seeing as how much money have you given me? Probably nothing, and no one here is asking, but I want you to tell me. Electric skateboard? Nope. All of those were bought with money that was given to me by other people. So, or they were bought for me as a present. I've got one electric skateboard as well. And that was the first one that I got. And I got it because some guy just fucking, gifted me some money on it. And I'd said, there you go then. No, he gave it to me as a present, Joe. You see, you're not going to win this, Joe, because you don't understand fucking words. Right? You don't know how this stuff works, so that's why you're gone now. And you don't care, do you? Why not save the money? What money? What's happened, Joe? What's going on? How many accounts have you made, Joe? You're going to keep asking? No one cares, Joe. No one cares what you're talking about. No one cares, mate. Jesus Christ. My electric skates were bought for me for a guy. He sent them to me on my... They arrived at my fucking door one day. My 44-inch skateboard, that fucking arrived. That again, just guy bought it for me. That was a late Christmas fucking present. Then my first skateboard was given to me because it was an Amazon gift card. Now I don't know. Now I don't have to sit here and explain this shit to you, Joe. But But if you ask the question, So let's start with this. Lionel Richie, hello. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Let's just play it first. See if this fucking works. Okay. Right now. I know I don't have to, Lewis. No one who's given me money has asked, But it's just funny when people come in here and then you tell them something, and they go, and you explain why it's wrong, and then they say no. You're like, okay, fine. The Holocaust didn't happen, you know. So let's get that in there now. Okay, this is a bit. Okay, hold on. I'm having a bit of trouble here. And how is it? I don't even know why they're a waste. I mean, it's good exercise. It's a good hobby. Something to do, you know. It's I don't really understand the thinking as to why anything would be a waste of money. That's right. So let's get. So number 6 is what? The adapter. Right. Oh, I see. Right. So. Right. That goes in. That goes there. Now, obviously, these are quite old. These records. So. And they're quite fucking bit wonky. So let's try. Got to stay there, you cunt. So that's how do you stop? How do you stop playing it? Okay. What have I done wrong here? Okay. I know it's on 45 RPM. I know that. It's not that technical. It's the on switch I'm looking for. This is ready to use. Tone arm is pre-balanced. That's good, isn't it? Hate when you have to balance your own tone arm. Jesus, it's a. Oh my God. So, unclip the tone arm. There's a bit of tape on it. Oh yeah. Oh, I see. It fucking spins when you. Oh, right. Okay. So let's. So 45. The star's on 45. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, right. I've got the fucking. It's so fucking playing.
I've been alone with you inside my mind, and in my dreams I've kissed your lips 1,000 times. I sometimes see you pass outside my door. Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your smile. You're all I've ever wanted. My arms are open wide. But you know just what to say, and you know just what to do. And I want to tell you so.
Oh yeah. DJ Khaled. Okay, this is not good. Stop. Okay, stop for a second. Okay. This thing keeps coming out. Am I missing something? Is there a way to? Oh, maybe it goes in that way. Okay, hold on. No, because then it goes under. Hold on. Let's try a different record. Yeah. We are literally. I mean, that was a scratch. That was a scratch. There you go. No, it's not a scratch. It just sits on it. But to play a record, yes. Remove the plastic cover. Oh, so I'm gonna take a right kind of. Remove the plastic cover from the thing. Yeah, I did that. Did you clean the record? I didn't clean the fucking record. This thing's older than me. I'm touching the bloody record, so. a bloody... Stop being such a dork. Have you fucking cleaned the record? I'm trying to do a scratch remix of fucking Lionel Richie's Hello. You know, this is what this is art, people, we cunts. I'm eating, because I had these yesterday, they're cheese and jalapeno poppers. Yes, it's a record player. It would just save time. I'll just get rid of him now, because I'm not bothering with it. Or maybe it's something to do. Maybe the records need to be like. Maybe the scratch records are made differently. But this is Hold on. Do you? That might be a problem. Didn't take the slip mat off. No. See, it's just. Okay, hold on. Come on. Shit will get off the pot, sir. I'd like to see. I'd like to know whether or not first that there's something I've done wrong before we start worrying about tape. Yes, obviously I can tape stuff down. Now, right. RPM selector did that. Pitch knob. Turn the knob. Yep. The speaker outputs, yeah, diddly do. Blah 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 blah. Right. I'll remember that now. I've got to keep that. It's the first record I scratched on this thing. Now. Okay. Oh, these are in Spanish. All right, sorry, I'm reading the wrong one. Wait, you mean that's it? Power switch, yes. Line out, yes. Headphones. Oh. Line out, headphones. Yeah, okay, so let's, You wish you got WAP on vinyl. You know, it'd be pretty easy of it. You just sort of go out and buy it on vinyl. It will be out somewhere online. It's not, they release everything on vinyl, you know, too. Do you know why? Because of fucking funky badasses like me, who want to do stuff, you know. You need to have bigger goals in life, I think, Yvette, than just, I wish I had a song on a record. Oh God, this brings back memories. Ah, you see, now that one, that no, it's still doing it. Okay. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe I'm supposed to, if I put my hand on it. Is it 10%? God, that's quiet, isn't it? Hold on. To be fair, people do tend to plug speakers into it. So. Adjustable scratch switch. It doesn't have. You don't scratch with a switch. It's not called a switch. It's called a crossfader. You fucking cretin. Now, where is the fucking speaker? Oh right, I see. Oh. Oh, all right. That's why. Let's try that again. I'm getting the hang of it. I'm figuring this all out. Eddie Van Halen's dead. Oh God. Billie Eilish is upset about that. I mean, I feel really black. I think I need to learn to be keep it still a bit more. Do you like Huey Lewis and the News? I like their first album better. And the same address. Yes, it's true. I'm so happy to be stuck with you. Yes, it's true. I'm so happy to be stuck with you. 'Cause I can see that you're happy to be stuck. I mean, I've basically got it there. I mean, that's it. I've nailed it now. I mean, I've got a hit single here. I think I've just nailed it, you know. It's, So there we go. That's that. I can put that away now. That's that. That's that done. I can sell that. I'm going to take it off that because I'm not going to do it. I can't do any more than that. I need to go and rewatch all the 17 hours of tutorials. But yes, there you go, folks. So next time you see me, I will be a hip-hop master mixer, and I'll have a stupid hat and something like that. No, DJ Dick Scratching. You know, get it, or scratch my dick or something. It's going to be a. I don't know. I haven't thought this. It's not really relevant. You know, I'm not going to be one of the big boys, so how would that work? Try mixing audiobooks. I can't really remix audiobooks, can I? I mean, I could sample some of them, but you know, there's no real point because it's just going to sound silly. Again, Najee, stop having ideas. You know, stop trying. Hi. Right, so we got that. So anyway, yes. So I can just take that off. So that's going to be my thing for the next. So that's what I'll be doing for the next couple of months. And then, but then tomorrow, I say that I don't know if it matters whether my skateboard arrives tomorrow. Which, by the way, Joe, was bought for me because it's my birthday. Yeah. So I don't do that because it's been pissing me rain, and I don't know whether I've got whether I'm going to be able to ride it anyway. So, but I've got all of the armour. I've got my fucking. I've basically got a fucking Stormtrooper's fucking outfit. Najee, can you stop pulling that fucking emoji face every time you say something and people disagree with it? Just. Oh, lovely stuff. That was the other fucking thing. This guy, he had like 9 Shaking Stevens records. He also had, and I nearly got this, he had a 1975 version of Don't Cry For Me Argentina, sung by Roy Castle, and a song, I can't remember what it was called, but it was Des O'Connor and Roger Whittaker. And now, if that ain't worth 99p of anyone's fucking money, I don't know what is, quite frankly. I know, I should stop telling people to stop. But I like the fact he thinks that people are under the impression that they don't know this already. Like they're giving me money with unaware that I'm riding skateboards. What am I supposed to do? I ride them to the shops. I get there quicker, you know. So, who's winning? No, I think I am, you know. Okay. But yeah, so that's that then. I'm going to put that now on the floor where I will then... Do you know what I did the other day? I don't think I've ever done this in my life. I fell out of bed. Like, while I was asleep. And I didn't just fall out of bed. I rolled over the side, face first on the fucking floor. Fucking terrifying it is. Skateboards to pick up the ladies. No, Yvette. Not really. I don't think you understand the kind of dynamics of the problems that would present. Pick them up where? Where are they going to go? It's mine. Ah. It's all mine. Now. It is fucking precious. Fucking want. But then you know, if you just, you know, when you just want something and you're like, that's gonna be the thing I want next because I want to do that. And but you know, these fucking. I tell you what, I reckon you could. I reckon if I did need to, if I met some fucking dodgy geezers again, I could properly these would properly. I mean, that is proper art. I mean, these things drag across... These are for dragging across the road when you're going round corners and downhill and shit, you know. Spider... Definitely not. Did Spider-Man make that racket when he was... Take along a spare board? No. Yeah. I'm not going to do that. Certainly not, even if it sounded like a good idea, because it came out of this room. So, you know... Yeah, the idea, the way the gloves work is when you ride along, you actually brake with them. You just sort of lean forward, you go like that, and the board goes round and you stop with it. Or when you go around a corner, you can sit like that. You drag them along like that, and that's why these aren't actually attached to it. They're Velcro, because obviously if the gloves are attached to them and they catch something on the road, yeah, that's your arm gone with that. So, it does make them very difficult to take off, though. Smoking a cigarette's going to be very, very complicated. I've got to... There you go. Master. I take it what needs to be replaced? What? You take it what needs to be replaced? What's been replaced? I don't know what you're talking about. How's the skating going? Oh no, it's going very well. That's what I'm getting. I'm excited because I'm getting a brand new board that's been bought off my Amazon list that I've been excited about. They're not plastic. They're silicone, and do they wear down? Well, I would imagine so. But I mean, look how thick they are. I mean, these are fucking properly. These are properly heavy. Like they're for dragging across the road. I mean, they're gonna wear down. But I think I'll notice. I think when I'm putting my hands on the road at 45 miles an hour, I'll be able to tell. Go, you know what? I think I'm supposed to have skin on my hand. Yeah. Yeah, we are actually doing well. Do you know what's even better? Fucking Man U doing shocking. It's even better. I kind of want them to, Leeds to go up against Man U now, because we might actually get something out of it. But yeah, I don't know any of our players still. Right. So yeah, anyway. Hey, fucking shit, good for them. Just one of those funny days, wasn't it? Spurs and Liverpool did the same thing. But, fuck 'em, mate. All the toffees on my roof of my mouth. Have I ever been sledding? No, Nadji. It's too fucking wild and scary for me, the concept of sledding. The idea of sitting in a plastic trough and sliding down a hill. I mean, it's something that's done safely by infant children, Nadji. Do you know what I have done? I've caned it 45 miles an hour down a hairpin round a fucking round a bend that goes down at a 33-degree angle. Now that is fucking scary. No, you didn't mean bobsledding, because why the fuck would you ask bobsledding? You said sledging. I'm the new jackass. No, I'm learning how to skateboard. This is what skateboarders are like, you know. They're a wonderful breed of people. I'm very happy to be part of it. They are tasty, aren't they? You know, and they're not bad. You know, for like a packet of 8 for £2, you can't go wrong, can you? You know, not to be sniffed at, mate. Well, have I done bobsledding? Obviously not, Nadji. Why would I have gone fucking bobsledding? When would I have gone? I don't happen to live conveniently near something that forms in the 2 fucking weeks of the winter when it's cold enough to do it. A fucking bobsled fucking run. Choose life. No one chooses life. So, life is easy, you know. It's short. It's over pretty quick. Death is the long part. That goes on for fucking ages, you know. You went to one in Dubai. Well, did you? Well, good for you. No, it wasn't a bobsled run then. Nadji, do I live in Saudi fucking Arabia? No, I live in fucking Leicestershire. That wasn't me. That was Lewis. I wouldn't have done that. I'm not going to do that. I'm putting you back in. Oh shit, I've just removed him as well. Fuck. Oh bollocks, I can't do that. Okay, you got 300 seconds. That wasn't me. Have I seen Cool Runnings? No, I haven't got a clue what that film is. Why time out, Nadji? Ben, shut up. I've got a funny feeling Lewis is a bit trigger happy tonight, and you don't want him like this when he gets drunk. It's very, very violent, you know. Just don't antagonise him, you know. Or he'll put his fucking blinkers on and he'll just look at you and he'll see capitalism, man. It's about bobsledding. Is it really? Well, you go and fucking watch it then, for Christ's sake. Is this the new thing with trolls? They just act completely and utterly like... Yeah. See, it is, yeah. Just gone. You know. Oh, look, 2 accounts. Well, wouldn't you know? I wonder who that is. Watching Hocus Pocus. I saw that American Murder, the Chris Watts documentary the other day on Netflix. That's quite good. Then I spent the whole day. What else was I watching? I watched Spaced again because I was watching it with an American friend of mine. Pardon me. Do you know what the sad part of the sad part of the documentary is? The bit where they talk about at the end, where they talk about the debate on the internet and people actually going, she seemed like a bitch. She probably. I'm like, yeah, I've gone out with women like that. Do you know what I did? Fucking left them. You know, it wasn't too difficult. You know, in the long run, he could have done that. You know. I do like these. I know Eddie Van Halen's passed away. If I could name one of his songs, I probably, you know, but the kids were awful. Okay, Lewis, you're just being a shit now, Lewis. You're just being belligerent, and you've got something up your arse. Something's happened. I don't know what. I'm not going to fucking get into it because I don't care, effectively, but. See, do you know what his mistake was? You could tell his mistake when he was in the... Because he claimed in the interview that she'd smothered the kids, and then she'd strangled the kids, and then he'd strangled her. And I'm like, they've got you now. Because there's the odds on 2 of you, under 2 different circumstances, picking the same fucking way of killing is just not going to happen. You know... Suicide would be. He could have just left her and carried on banging that that woman he was seeing, because she was fucking fine as hell, you know. I like how the documentarians used a fucking video from Chris's phone of him filming her in her fucking underwear. That was necessary and not in the least bit fucking intrusive. Yeah, but they said that, but it makes no sense. They still would have found him, you know, because that was the problem. He didn't really think this through, you know. Not saying if he'd have thought it through, it would have gone any better, but you don't smother someone in a planned attack. You know, that's Van Halen dies of cancer, 65. Yeah. Boris Johnson keeps defying gravity. He really doesn't. I've never seen a man more planted. Trump reports no symptoms. That means he's on the verge of death. You know, if we just continue using the system where whatever they tell us, the exact opposite is no doubt going to be the truth. What's it? It's not a show. It's a documentary on Netflix called American Murder. And it's about the Chris Watts. It's about a guy who just one day, like he's with this woman who's got 2 kids, and he just one day he meets someone else, and he just one day decided to kill her. He killed the 2 girls, buried them, and then tried to pass it off as he didn't know where they were. They figured it out. It's not really, to be honest. I kind of already knew the result. You can see it coming. But what's more interesting is that it's one of those documentaries where there's no narration or sort of story being told. They just use... It's all done with, like, video footage from Facebook and YouTube, or phone texts on phones, or video footage filmed by police with their chest cameras. You know, there's no fucking... There's no sort of like it's all done with that. It's really very good, you know. No, no, it's not like a found footage film. It's a documentary. It's a found. All documentaries are found footage films, then, and you fucking absolute weapon. Is it a found footage film? No, because it was on the news. It's found footage. If no one knew what the fuck had happened, then they find the footage. That's found footage. If it's footage a lot of people have already seen, then it doesn't really count. Yeah, it's just like Blair Witch. It's Cloverfield, but real. And I need to order some food because forget the places keep shutting early. Here we are. You're more comfortable with it. I'm not comfortable with violence. I mean, it's not a question of being comfortable. It's you don't see him murder the fucking kids. I mean, it's nothing like that. Yeah. But obviously, I mean, you still see the geezer who gets shot in a fucking action film the next day. But this is a true story. And as I said, I was very drunk when I said, Chris Watt murdering his children. I really was really sad when he was and he put it all in. Found a big stick up his ass and everything. I was afraid I was very, very drunk. See, the thing is, it's weird that you call them. I still can't get. I don't know why you call them. You call them here. We call them doner kebabs over here. But you call them heroes, but you spell it gyro, which over here is unemployment benefit. It's pronounced hero. And it's made out of lamb, so really. I mean, you're just trying to show off. And can I just say you're impressing nobody? Yeah, heroes, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. Americans have buggered up most of the language anyway at this point. It doesn't really matter. Now I don't want a pizza, but I'm gonna get some side orders. So I'm gonna get some more jalapeno poppers because they're quite tasty. Yeah. I'm gonna get let's see. I'm gonna get some curly fries. I love it when you're running out of ideas on a menu. Chip wrap. That's amazing. When I went to Scotland and did the marathon in Stirling, we got this takeaway menu. You can ask Richard Godbier because I was there. And you know how they have different menus? They have like the burger section. This is the chicken section. This is the vegetarian section. These are the side dishes. They had a section of this menu, and it was massive, called chips. And it had about 17 dishes on it. This is why you're chubby, you like food. Yeah, well, good for you. Yeah, that's, I mean, most people like food, don't they? I mean, very few people... There are people who are fussy eaters, but it can be quite annoying. You had a Happy Meal and some noodles. Well, that's nutritious. That's at least none of your basic food groups taken care of there. I'm gonna get some. Oh, I might get some garlic bread as well. See how I get garlic bread as well. Fuck it, why not? Hey, let's should we just live in the? I'm sorry, I'm gonna waste my money that people give me. I could eat for about 2 days on that, but no. Look at me. Where's Joe Bloggs when you need him? With his fucking indignant fucking fake rate outrage. Should I get fucking garlic mushrooms? Actually, same. Because I had them last week. Actually, I'm getting the garlic mushrooms as well. Yeah. With garlic dip. There you go. Right. Okay, that will do. Yeah. Why is it saying collection unavailable? It isn't. They're there. I'm not having them deliver this. I'm not paying an extra £2 fucking quid. No, you are visible, Nadji. That's why you typed that. You know, you weren't banned. You wouldn't have typed that otherwise, would you? Again, it's all about you, you know. You were banned for like a second, I think, because I didn't realise. I tried to unban you. I thought Lewis had banned you, but yeah. No, there aren't too many more. Oh, please, zombie. How often? You're just butthurt because you're not one of them, right? And you know that. You know this is the case. Because there's loads of them. You ain't one, are you? Eh? You ain't a mod, are you? No. Don't get lemon, mate. It ain't fucking, you know. I ain't standing for it. No, I didn't say that's why you're not a mod. I said it because you're not a mod. Why are you not a mod? You're not a mod because you ask questions like that, and you don't deserve it. And you know, you're sat here thinking about the mods. And the fact is, none of the mods in my room ever do fuck all. That is the first time any mod in my room in the last few years has done anything, taken any action, and he shouldn't have even done it. Strictly speaking, it was unnecessary, right? So there, you're on. Basically, my mods are O for life when it comes to fucking, you know. And do you know why they're useless? Because there's too many of them. You know, it's not. That's the twisted thing. When there's too many mods, they actually, because they sit there and just think, oh, some other cunt will do it. You know. I don't yell at you. I don't yell at people at all. I tell people don't kick anyone out. And if it's blatantly obvious that someone comes in, then yes, it's fine. But don't kick anyone out unless I'm sort of quite obviously like give the all clear. You know, don't take it upon your. Watch it, Najee. See now, I think it's just pure racism on Lewis's part. I just think he wants to pick on Najee. Because, you know, as we all know, Najee's very short. And that's, Ben used to silence people. That's just because people don't want to talk to Ben. It's not really his intimidation on his part, you know. Oh, it's 20% off Tuesday. And what restaurants have 20% off? Hey, the ones that sell fucking pasta. Najee's lives matter. Really don't, mate. That's not just offensive. That's not even offensive. That's just literally inaccurate. You know. Ever watched 90 Day Finance? No. Actually, Najee all lives. Oh. You know, it's a shame because if the one thing I've learned during the Trump presidency and the Brexit thing is that it's kind of tragic that Alex Jones is Alex Jones is wrong when he talks about the NWO and Illuminati want to ultimately exterminate 80% of the population. Because I think if that's one thing I've learned, it's like, yeah, we could do with losing quite a few fucking people. I'm struggling to be honest, I'd struggle to fucking only kill 80% of them. No lives matter by body count. Well, you're assuming that all the other people who are alive now are going to die. There's no reason to believe that. You know, there's no evidence to show that I'm going to die. Have I ever died? No. Still alive, you know. So you've got no reason to believe. There's no, you know, that's pure faith on your part. Statistics. No, statistics don't matter though, because you know you don't know. You don't know that a human being might one day be born who ultimately lives forever, or who doesn't die. So your statistics are meaningless. Your statistics don't matter, you know. You don't trust Trump's doctors. Don't you know what? If I was him, I wouldn't either. Christ almighty, I'd have William Lane Craig perform surgery on me before any of that. You notice how he got rid of the fucking porn doctor? They Hulk is here, ladies and gentlemen. Who, as you may be able to tell, is the young lady who's in these, who's going to be doing this podcast with me. She is here, so please, Lewis, don't kick her out, right? You nearly died about 10 times a day. Right, well, you need to try harder, Najee. You know, because quite clearly, you're not very good at it. You know? Going for a steaming dump. Well, it is that time of year, you know. Well, my luck is so bad, Danny, that if I died, my luck's going so well that if I died, I'd get reincarnated as me. Now, for those who don't know, They Hulk and myself will be doing a podcast which is currently with the working title The Adventures of Dick Man and They Hulk. And we shall be having a meeting. I think it's more like a summit, really. You know, two great minds meet, you know. It's like it's like when the G8 get together or something. And we'll be working it out then, you know. You used to believe in reincarnation, yeah, in the previous. Very good. I like that one. Yeah, it's a very good job. It's the problem with it's the problem with reincarnation. It's the same sort of problem with ghosts, really. Is you get to a point now where it's like, okay, surely by logic, if ghosts are real, we'd be surrounded by them. We wouldn't be able to move for the fuckers, you know. Because there's 100 billion people have existed in the world ever. 93 billion of them are dead. You wouldn't be able to fucking move for pissing ghosts, you know. Well done, Colky. I'll tell you what. You know what? Sod it. I'm getting some fried chicken. Fuck it. I'm going to get a bucket. I'm going to get a trough. I'm going to get a wheelbarrow of fried chicken. I know, but we should still. But there's never been like an abundance of ghosts. But why doesn't everyone become a ghost? And why? How come ghosts have clothes? And how come some ghosts can walk through walls, but they don't fall through the floor? Do you know why? That's because they don't exist, mate. It could be like, no, it couldn't. No, it couldn't be, because it wasn't like that. Because jinns don't exist either. That's why it's called mythology. You know. But also, there's always one question I used to ask, and I genuinely used to ask this to religious people or priests and that, with genuine, like, I was genuinely, like, uncertain about how, you know, I was sincere. I was like, if you die of a drug overdose, when you wake up, when you sort of, like, you die and go to wherever you go, the afterlife, are you still on drugs? Like, are you still, like, pissed if you're in a car accident, you know? Right, so the question now is, how many pieces of chicken? Shall I get 4? Oh, I'm getting 4, fuck it. Yeah, 4 pieces of chicken. Fuck it. Yeah. Get an even amount, you don't want to... so... I'm not saying I believe it. No. It doesn't matter, laddie. You know, because you're hypothesizing about something that, you know, it isn't real. You know, so it's not like, that's the thing. It still doesn't make sense. How many rooms are in my flat? I'll tell you what. You know, why don't you come round and you can check it out one day. You know where I live. Now, fuck off. How many rooms are in yours? Oh, sorry, you're not a flat, are you? You know. Doesn't matter, you can't leave because you're electronically tagged, aren't you? Naji, I don't care. I didn't care when you started. Do I plan on having kids? Yep. I just wanted to kill the first 2 just to make sure, you know, just to make sure I definitely wanted them. I'll tell you what, I wish I had as much dedication and interest in my life as you fucking do, and you know, I wish I had as much fucking sort of like abundance of like time to fucking make as many fucking channels with the same name as he. I mean, what the fucking hell's that about, you know? I mean, have a fucking... Just think about that, you know, for yourself. Right, one second. Oh, God. Anyway. And there we go. And it's done. And now I'll wait. Oh, God. What should we do? What's going on with the... What's going on the old planet Earth? Let's look at the fucking news, because I can't be... There's nothing going on in the chat of profound note. So. Daily Mail comments. Don't know about that. I mean, do you know what? Do you know what? I haven't even looked at the Daily Mail in quite a while. It's I'm assuming it's still horrific as ever. QAnon on Twitter. No. I like, you know what I like? I like my conspiracy theories to at least have something that makes them, makes them worth refuting. That's kind of the genius of QAnon, is that it's everything they do is it's beneath refutation. There's nothing there for you to, you can't do anything. So there's no point in fucking, So you just have to sort of like Cube Earth, no. Kind of on board with that one, People should get a flu vaccine this year on Facebook. Well, of course you did. Yeah. I don't care what Ivanka Trump says about really anything ever, because I don't care what anyone in that family says. It's any sentence that starts with so and so Trump said this is a fucking worthless statement. Let's have a look here. Oh God, there's a Thomas the Tank Engine film in the works. Well, I think we know I think that's that then, isn't it? God, I hope all of the trains are Pakistani just to annoy the boomers. Because they're gonna have a gay or fucking train, or they're gonna have one with a funny accent, just to wind them up, I know, but they are going to go. But they're going to do. I don't care. Again, definitely don't care what Trump fans do. They were going. Donald Trump supporters have been going nuts for fucking 5 years now. There isn't a day when they're not going nuts. It's. Do I support Brexit? Let's see. There you go. Go make another account. Good boy. You do. You live your life by my time. Because that's the fun part you don't realise, is that everything I do matters to you. So therefore, you're not actually the renegade you think you are. RuPaul supports trains people. Yeah, well, It's weird the celebrities that have become sort of like, that we look at mine at Jedward, there's one I never saw coming. He's not even trolling. He's not even putting an effort. That's the only offensive thing of what he's doing. It's just the lack of effort. It's the laziness I can't appreciate. It's the but he keeps going. He's like the generals in the taking on the Harlem Globetrotters. They show up every week and they still fucking lose. But there's no game going on there. No, it's not trolls getting lazy. It's just the trolls no longer are trolls. Trolls used to be contained to these nutters who would turn up in the comment section of your video. Now the trolls, it's like the inmates running the asylum now. The trolls are now the fucking in charge, and they're taken seriously. And if it's not a trolling anymore, is it? You can't troll someone with what basically is fundamentally the fucking, the whole argument. Am I getting a dog? No. What the fuck is wrong with everyone in here? What is it with these stupid questions? And don't kick him out. He's just, I recognise his name. But what do you mean? Am I getting a dog? Why would I get a dog? For what reason do I get a dog? What, to splash it in the luxury because I've got too much space. It's not a place for dogs. It's not a place for human beings. It's not a place for sentient creatures. It's not. Fucking Terry Waite could come in here and he'd get fucking flashbacks. John McCain would have a fucking. Because I lost a rat. Well, here's the thought, mate. Rather than getting a fucking dog because the rat died, why don't you just, get another rat? Oh, wait. I've already got 3 more. You don't get a dog because you lost a different pet. No. What is wrong with you lot? This is a joke, isn't it? No. And plus, if I got a dog, I'd end up with some fucking ludicrously. I'd end up with some fucking GMO Great Dane, some Canadian fucking super bred fucking bastard like that. Who'd be lovely, but he'd still be it'd be like Beethoven or Hooch or something like that. Be the size of one of those Japanese ones with the size of a fucking horse. And I don't know why those things exist. I don't know what Japanese people need with little tiny Japanese people need with a fucking great big dog like that. But it's as out as queer as folk, Oh. What have we got going on? The council says it was told to back off, forcing supermarkets over masks. Oh, for fuck's sake. The council are now crying to the fucking... No, if I had a dog, I would have a cliche dog. I'd have a bulldog called Winston and have a Union Jack little coat, and all he would do is what I do, is just lay around and fart quite a lot. I don't like those little tiny yapper type. Those, as Eddie Izzard used to call them, small yapper type dogs. I wouldn't have a pug because that's cruel. That's a bit cruel as well. They'd be bred a bit. Their breeding is a little bit skew with. Oh no! It's official, guys. The global warming, is going to kill us, and we're all fucked, and there's nothing we can do about it because that is the very well informed words of renowned climate scientist Rod Stewart. Yeah. So yeah, why are they asking Rod Stewart about shit like that? Who cares what Rod Stewart thinks? There's still enough time for you to get in and marry another woman who's fucking 6 times you're fucking younger than you, Rod. Don't worry. No, he's good, Rod Stewart. Some of my favourite, one of my favourite songs ever. My funeral song is a Rod Stewart song. I think he was only joking, and that's the song. That's going to be the thing. I was only joking. I keep getting campaign emails from like Joe Biden. I don't know why. Thoughts on Van Halen? I never was a fan. I don't know the guy. It's not. Didn't wish him any ill will, but doesn't. Yeah, so I'm not gonna bust a blood vessel, mate. Daniel Craig says the delay on the next James Bond film is because we want people to go see it in the cinema. No, I think the delay is the fact that the next film is called No Time to Die, which really isn't in keeping with the fucking sort of feeling of the time, is it? I think it's just spam. To be honest, I don't think it's from them, Justin. I think it's probably just spam that's like, trying to get me to, because they're obviously trying to get me to send them money, and so it's quite clearly a con. Boris Johnson says Britain cannot go back to old normal. Brilliant. So that's now. So now he's said everything twice now. Yeah, but why are they emailing me? Why? I've never contacted them. I think it's like I said. I don't think it's them. That's why it goes in the spam folder. It's the same. It's the same reason I'm not convinced, no matter how many emails I get from him, that Nigerian prince is a real geezer. Who's, I don't think that's real either. I think that's just, I think they're lying. It's like when I see a woman in a porn film in a nurse's outfit, I'm like, she clearly doesn't have basic understanding of health and safety, given what she's doing in the fucking operating theatre. It's I mean, it's just not really believable. 3 people, including a 3-year-old boy, found dead in Britain. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, just miserable fucking shit, rock star Eddie Elizabeth Hitler has been found. Police hunt for missing schoolgirl and boyfriend, 16, so they can call him a paedophile, probably. They've got to cancel him. Make a joke about what? What about kids dying? Yeah, I've never done that, have I? Listen, it's very easy to make jokes about tragedy, Nadji. That's why you're in here. Oh, 1 second. Just getting me coat ready for when me din-dins arrives. Do I think Trump will die? I don't know, Yvette. What does it matter what I think? Who cares? Do you know what? It was at least it was something. It was fucking funny when it happened. It was a bit of a laugh. At least we got that. And then he went and infected literally everyone in the fucking They're dropping every hour. It doesn't, but like I said, it doesn't matter, you know. It doesn't matter what. I don't know why people ask people what they think about it. Like, I personally think that this is going to be. Who cares what you think? Who literally fucking? How could you possibly know? Market Harborough. Someone in Market Harborough is offering a £19.99 will writing service. Brilliant, because that's all the money I had to fucking put in it. Oh, there you go. Affordable storage units in Market Harborough that you should know about. Should I though? I mean, it's like it's the word "should" I have there. Should I know about them? Yeah. Is it really that important? Can Hollywood survive a year without blockbuster? Oh, fuck off! There's like going to be 80 million people homeless soon. Oh god! See again, and articles like this. This is how climate change is impacting the world's rivers. I know how it's going to impact them. You fucking peanuts. Right. Everyone, wait. I'm going to go downstairs. I've just got the note thing. The driver is on his way. He's bringing my food, henceforth, forthwith, and thusly. So, I'm leaving. Justin, you're in charge. Nothing bad better happen till I get back. You know. Then loads of bad things can happen. Yeah. Where's my shoe? Where's my fucking shoe? Oh, I'm not wearing. Oh fuck, I'm not wearing the fucking thing. I don't need it. Yeah. here we go. Oh, I was fucking terrified then for a minute. Fucking the front door slammed shut and I didn't thought, fuck, I left my key upstairs. It means you're just going to have the live stream going on forever while I'm outside all night, which would have been hilarious, but no. Right, here we go. Let's... Right. That fell out there. I'd have to shout out to her. No, I wouldn't be shouting. Justin, believe it or not, if I got locked out, my main concern would not be making sure you guys are entertained. It would be, oh god, I'm gonna freeze to death. Is what's gonna happen. Yeah. Oh, we go. Oh, fried chicken. One of man's truly great inventions. I've thought about going on Twitch. I swear to Christ, I'm going to start banning people who ask me about that. Like, what do you mean I'll be good on Twitch? People keep asking me this, but it's like, what would be the point? I'm on here. You're watching me now. What would be... Yeah. Oh, cheesy chips and deep fried chicken. I am this close to fucking having a semi, quite frankly. It does look delicious, doesn't it? I just want to stare at it and mate with it or something. Where's my barbecue sauce? Here we are. You're eating too, yeah, but you're not eating crispy fried chicken. Ugh. And chips covered in cheese. Oh, yeah. What other YouTubers to watch? None. None at all. Just me. Don't see the point. Yeah. It's not true. I just can't be asked to have that conversation. They recognise his voice. Yeah, he'll fucking, you know. Yeah. To be fair, they all sound the same anyway. You know, and Oh my god. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if there were geezers who work for scammers who literally are like, oh, I can't wait till Jim phones us up. I'm going to be in one of his videos. Do I eat this every day? No. Fucking hell. It's like, you remember when, it's like when Ashens started doing reviews of stuff from Poundland. You just know Poundland were seeing it and going, we're getting more advertising out of this than anything. So just make shit for him to fucking buy. His name's Ashens, not Ashes. He's not that old. I'm sorry, I'm in heaven right now. You're so hungry. Oh, I'm not. I'm just. See you, Justin. I was talking to two different friends of mine this week. They're telling me how they've been to the doctors and they've been told they've got to quit sugar. I'm like, I would literally kill myself. I don't even know what I could. I don't think I could even breathe around in my place. Pardon me. It's not even a case of needing it. I don't know what I eat that wouldn't have it in anyway. What's the new podcast? None of your fucking business. Why don't you wait and find out? Have a surprise left in your life. I've been drinking more coffee lately, but I've been drinking it with coffee, mate. And it's so much nicer. Because it's economically much a more sensible drink, you know. You get like, you know, you get your whitener, you get your sugar, you get your coffee, you get that's like £3. Then all you got to do is put water in it and got a week's worth of fucking refreshments there. You call it pop. Yeah. That's interesting. Ah. Sugar, caffeine, fried chicken, cheese, potatoes. It doesn't taste like acid, does it? Because that's ridiculous. When I'm thirsty, when I'm really thirsty, and I've got an ice cold Pepsi or Coke, that is one of the all-time great tastes that mankind's created. Pardon me. Oh, chicken skin. What did I order? 4 pieces of fried chicken. Because I wanted to know that the chickens were crippled. They had no way of escaping. Just think, if I was sat in a car doing this, this would be a food review. So yeah, that tastes like have you ever had fried chicken before? It tastes like that. It's like, yeah. And now you're hungry. Oh, fuck off gaming and drinks, for Christ's sake. Pengus Munch. I think he's still going. Probably. I just don't get it. I don't get why people watch it. Why? Like, do you need a McDonald's burger to be reviewed? It's... You know what it tastes like. It tastes like McDonald's. That's what everything at McDonald's tastes like. Or the other ones, the ones that are even more pointless. I was like, Casey Neistat did this video where he reviewed the 5-star treatment in this airplane line that he paid, and a seat he paid $21,000 for. And you're not going to believe this. It was quite nice. Yeah. I was shocked. I was like, yes. I've seen all iDubbbz video. I binged watched Kickstarter crap last week. It took about 3 days. James Josh is all right. He's not that good. No. No, everything in McDonald's they use is meat. You've just got to understand what the McDonald's definition of meat is. It's a policy known as brains, bones, and balls. Well, thanks for that. Thanks for giving me this red hot new information on YouTube drama from 2015. Thanks, Ben. I mean, Oh, I'm going to be sick, and it's wonderful. See, that's not. See, people. That's a stupid question. People say like, I'm full. I'm not full. You're not full. Do you hate yourself yet? No, but you're not full yet. In all fairness, when McDonald's started originally, they genuinely were like trying to make good food. Oh. There's going to be a Lord of the Rings TV show. Oh, God, we're talking about TV shows. We're talking about things that lasted too long. Why? Why is there a Lord of the Rings TV show? Why? Do we really need one? Bridget Nielsen shares a stunning makeup-free photo. Oh my God, Bridget Nielsen isn't wearing makeup. Look at her. Oh my God, she looks like a woman in her 70s. It's ridiculous. Yeah. The number of black students who have been accepted into Cambridge has gone up by 50%, bringing the grand total to 2. Yeah. Which doesn't make any sense, but then that's why they're at Cambridge, they've got to learn maths. Not me. The number one stock trading shortcut they don't want you to know. Well, now everyone will know it and making it fucking useless. I know. That's why I said that at the end. I did address that as part of the joke. And forget it. Clearly, it's all wasted. It must smell of fried chicken and cigarette. What, because I'm eating fried chicken now and I've been smoking? Yeah, well done. Fucking look out, everyone. Fucking Hercule Poirot's in the room. Do you know what it probably smells at your fucking place? Nothing. Killer hippopotamus drags child to its death in Lake Victoria. I love how it's a killer hippopotamus all of a sudden. Like, it's always a killer hippopotamus. It's just they normally don't kill everyone all the time. They write it as if it's like fucking. It's like there's some sort of agenda. I did see it. I know. I know, man. £3 from New Look. Yeah. I defy anyone to not buy it. To not buy it too. Do I have a Discord? Yes. You've asked me this before. I'll tell the same answer again. It's part of my. It's part of my what's it? It's Patreon. If you If you join my Patreon, you get the link to the Discord. I couldn't tell, Danny, whether you were saying the hippo was an outlaw or they should outlaw hippos. I don't know. I don't know whether it's worth outlawing hippos. They are transcendent of the human legal system. Britain's Got Talent recently had 892 people complain about Amanda Holden's dress and a comedian's jokes. So, this is not... You can't... I'm sorry, this is just bullshit equivocation here, because a couple of weeks ago they had that black group called Diversity on, and there was literally 18 billion people fucking phoned in to complain. Well, a hippo would wear a cowboy hat, because the thing about hippos is their skin's very sensitive. So during the day, they have to sit in the water. That's why they're always out in the water underground every day. Because if they get out from under the water, their skin will burn. So they have to come out at night and eat a lot. A statue of London's first black mayor, John Archer, is being placed. That was his name, wasn't it? John Archer. Yeah. Have you seen that video on YouTube called "What of a Hippo"? Just like fucking it fucking farts and shits its brains out for like 30 seconds. It's called World's Biggest Fart. I watched it a couple of weeks ago and I nearly died. I thought I was going to pass out. I couldn't breathe. I was laughing that much. And that then sent me on the algorithm then sent me on a journey that led me to watching about 50 videos in a row of just hippos and rhinoceroses farting and shitting themselves. And at no point did I stop and go, I should really be wondering about the consequences of my life now. Yes, it's the one with a spinning towel. But the reason the towel's spinning is just it's battering the shit away. That's the great thing. I want a tail now, just so I can. It's all right, Danny. We won't tell anyone. I had a picture of a hippo's bum. Oh, did you think it was your mother at first? I'm going to finish these chips. I'm gonna save that chicken till later. Midnight snack. He says at 10:30 at night. You just watch good, isn't it? You're just like, wow, I wish I could do that. I'm just sat there thinking, the people at the zoo must hear that every day. And I can't believe at not one point as they don't sit there like, they haven't all got a cigarette lighter on them, because there's like a poll going on as to who can light one of the hippo's farts first. And survive. Oh, there's an article here saying, people of Market Harborough, we're looking for interesting people to take part in a paid survey. Okay, paid survey, interesting people. Oh, let me see, am I interesting? Oh, gee. That's not a cause of climate change. I think that's powering the fucking planet, the Earth's spin, quite frankly. I think there's a trade-off there. Talk about social distancing. God. Hey Alex, I was actually about to end it in a minute, mate. Oh, I literally just wanted to do this show just to show off my my new protective longboard gear, but also my fucking scratch turntable. That was really the main, and I've done that now. And oh shit! I know I'm farting now. That was an accident. See, that happens when you get to my age. When you get to 40, when you get to mid-30s, you'll start blowing off and taking yourself by surprise because you didn't know it was about to happen. Because for some reason around about 35, your body starts shutting down non-vital, non-essential fucking functions just to sort of save energy. Apparently one of those functions is knowing you're going to blow off, you know. It's quite good fun. Unless it's one of those big fucking huge warm ones that you have to stop and go, oh no. And you haven't, you know, but you might have done. And one day you will. No, see, that's another thing that happens when you get. I do a lot more. Nowadays, more often than not, I blow off, and it's so bad, even I can't stand the smell of it. And I'm at that age now. I'm at that stage where I'm like, anything that is slightly out of normal or out of step, I just go, well, that's cancer, obviously. So when I blow off, and I'm like, oh my god, what is that? It's like cancer. Obviously, it's got to be cancer. I stubbed my toe. That's obviously cancer. Do I want you acting your usual self? I don't want you to act at all, Alex. I keep telling you this every time. You know, you put on the you say the same two things every frigging time you come in here, and I don't. You know, and you don't have to. And no, I'd rather you didn't. I'd rather you didn't act at all. There's that. But the answers are, before you ask, yes, I know you're weird, and no, I haven't looked up any of those videos by that bloke. So, we can keep that one going. Oh, now. Oh my god. Bloody hell, look at that. That's got some chicken in it now. You know. Whew. See, I don't get any of that. I don't get that joke. But then it's not true, is it? Now, you just wanted to talk about you again. Anyway, this isn't a food baby. Oh no, this was not intended. You know, it's okay. I'm taking the pill. I'm terrible with it. I'm always forgetting to take my pills when I have to, and I just conclude if I was a girl, I'd be pregnant a lot. Like, once a year there'd be a regular trip down to the fucking clinic. Well, it's called a shit, Agnagy. Like, it's pretty obvious, really. Hold on, what's this? Jessie Nielsen from Little Mix goes on Instagram, her official Instagram with our girl actor and boyfriend. She's the fucking bitch. She's okay. Okay, fine. You know, Jessie, fine, Jessie. You know, you go over it. You be happy. Yeah, I get it. You know. But don't think I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop sending you all those messages. Like, fucking hell, you show someone. You know, honestly, women, they got no appreciation. You know, in Scotland, you call them jobbies. No, we don't call them jobbies. I love how you say that. Like that wasn't something that was around in 1970s. Yeah. Honestly. Yeah, I'm tired. I just can't take. I can't sit here and take one more terrible attempt at humour. Right, so I'm going to go. Obviously, Danny, wait around. We'll be like, I'll be chat. I'll call you in a bit. But right, yeah. Well, this was fun-ish for about 10 minutes, and but yeah. Hopefully the next time. Hopefully the next time won't happen.